Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Good, good, glad to hear it. All right. So, for today's episode, we're gonna make a photo box and we just need a few supplies from the Dollar Tree. So, let's jump in and do this. I think it'll be pretty simple. I don't know if this is something that you can do with the kids because it does involve Gorilla Glue and that stuff is sticky icky and not in the good way. For this project, you're going to need some picture frames, 4 or 5 of them, just depends on how you want to do it. I went with 3 by 5 or 3 by 5.5. I think that's what it is. Anyway, so you get your picture frames and you want to put the pictures in there first. So there's that one. That's the day I got Fifi. Me and my bebe. And then this is when we lived in Florida. We were just chilling. Okay. So once you have that all done, and I cleaned the inside of the glass as well. So now you're going to take, it doesn't matter which one, but you're going to take one and then another. And what we're going to do is glue these together. And we're gonna make a box out of it. So we're just gonna kind of hold this here for a little bit and let it dry. And then we're gonna move on to the next one and we're gonna do that all the way around until we have the shape of a box. All right, now we need to let this sit for probably 24 hours so that it dries. You can put a bottom on this if you want, and a top. That's up to you. I have not decided just yet what I'm gonna do. Turns out I didn't even have to wait 24 hours. It's pretty dry, it's pretty sturdy, so I'm just gonna carefully dive in here and I'm gonna paint it this red color. I got this from the Dollar Tree, it's called Scarlet, and I love it. I think it's really pretty. It matches my kitchen really well. So I'm just gonna dip it in there because I'm a lazy ass. And here we go. Gotta be real careful on, oops, all that too. But I don't want to get this on the glass. I mean, if I do, it's not a huge deal. But I'm probably gonna come back in with a smaller, more appropriate sized brush. Now I don't like that this is a different shade of red because it's not, it's like the side of the frame, you know what I mean? So it's not the same kind of wood, I guess. So what I'll probably do is go over that with some kind of bling. That didn't turn out too bad. So I'll come back in with a smaller brush to finish that, and I'll also do the rest of it. Oops, I'm not gonna have you guys watch all of that. That's just boring. Okay, so this is one coat so far, and I think it needs another one. But I have to let this dry a little bit, and then I'm gonna do another coat, and then we'll come back. You guys, what do we know about hippopotamuses? Or is it hippopotami? I don't know. But here's what I do know. They spend up to 16 hours a day submerged in the water, but they do come out on the land. They can grow up to 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, and they're very aggressive. So if they do come out on land and you're around, you know, like if you went to some weirdo safari or one got loose in the zoo, don't try to run because you'll lose. These guys can run really fast, even though they're so big.
they can go up to 15 to 30 miles an hour. They can haul. That's crazy. So I would just warn you now to keep your distance, because they're not very nice and they're really freaking big.
All right, so the second coat is pretty much dry, and this is how it looks now. I think it looks better. And like I said, I was gonna bling it out a little bit, so I already cut the pieces that I need, because can you see the difference? See how this is a darker color than the other? So I cut out these little strips, and I'm just gonna go over those real quick. All right, so we'll just snip that little piece off. Cute. Okay. Okay, I think that looks good. I might have to fix up the tips there a little bit, but I don't think it looks too bad. Now that this is finished, I decided I am not going to make a base for this. I'm just going to leave it open, because I might change my mind later, I don't know. But for now, I'm just going to leave it. Now the next part is you're going to take one of those floral discs, and then, unless you can find a square one, I just happen to have a round one. So I use that, and I cut it down to size. So I'm just gonna drop that baby in, okay? Then you're gonna take some fake flowers, and I know this is not gonna be enough, so I have some backup in here. And yeah, I knew that was gonna be too tall. So I guess we're gonna just have to break these off one by one. All right, I went ahead and took the tags off of the other flowers I had, cut most of them down to size. This one I want to keep long, so I just kind of tied it off there. But anyway, so now is the fun part. I get to stick these babies in here. But man, I gotta tell you, I hate this shit. Oh, it's the worst. I mean, it works, you know, but ugh. All right, you know. I got another one. Alright, so it's done. The only thing I have left to do is put something in these little tags. So I'll get some cute paper and handwrite something on there. This is going to be the back side because it's a little bit bare, but that's alright. I don't really allow too many people in my house, so that's fine. Anyways, here's the rest of it. Alright. So I just want to say thank you guys for coming to the show. I really appreciate it. I hope you had fun with this. I know I did. And, you know, leave a little bit of sparkle wherever you go. I know it sounds cliche, but if you mess with glitter, you know, it's gonna happen. Okay, so here it is. That says, my girl. This one says, my heart. My sweet. And my baby. I think it looks nice.